How's my son?
Good.
Oh, Mr. Sun. Sun. Mr. Golden Sun. Oh. Yeah, stuff like that. Kisses from Mom. You know what I'm about to have?
What?
A muffin top.
No, that's Hannah's.
No.
She wanted it.
I'm eating it. Is that all that's left? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm eating it right now.
Okay, guys. So let's get into this. Okay, guys. So first thing we're gonna want to do is let's just create new in the closest one. So 2019 3, and then let's just do a 3D with extras. So new Unity project. We're gonna do. I can't name it test. Why tests 1? So let's press create. It's gonna be loading in. So it's gonna load in. takes a while though.
If it's heads, the video ends. Alright, so just doing one. Okay, let's get this. Why is it live already? Come on, dude. I just got this.
Sorry, it's taking a while, usually, for my computer. It is taking a long time. Wow. This really sucks. Okay, Murphy is back. Okay. Just load it in here. There we go, guys. Okay. Finally, it's loaded in. How did you get that emote? So actually, guys, sorry about this. Wait. Sit down. Because I'm using the newer model, my computer can't take it, so I should use the model I was using previously, which they made him looks like you. Wow. Okay. I see how it is. No mod for you then, Murpy. No mod. Okay, so what we're gonna do, so we're gonna get the older version. I don't know if you guys have that. I mean, it's pretty much the same principles, just pretty much better stuff. So what we're gonna want to do is window capture. Okay, so let's do a new 19.1.14. So 19.1.14, and this is the one. So actually 3D with extras. We're just gonna want that one, and we're just gonna say test 2. Okay, let's create that, and that's gonna load for a minute. It's kind of weird. Okay. Okay, it is pretty much loaded, and but yeah, just check if everyone has it open, and you don't have to open Visual Studios just yet. Or pretty much for this time, we're just gonna be talking about the rigid bodies. We're gonna be talking about colliders, mesh colliders, box colliders, stuff like that, mesh renderers, animation. That's pretty much all though. Maybe about an hour and a half streaming. I think that'll be it for today. But we're still gonna get a good amount done. And then, if you guys want, we could also do some modeling to an Onshape. And then eventually, guys, I'm gonna be starting to learn Blender, which is nice. I just couldn't at the moment just because of my graphics card wasn't great. Hopefully my new graphics card's gonna work with it though. If not, it'll at least improve it so I can do like a Maya or a 3D other stuff. guys, I'll be back. Just. But in the meantime, this will be loading. Okay, guys, just in time. I'm back. So, what you'll see here is pretty much what the extra is. You don't really have to worry about it. It's just like the things that you could do in this. It's just like showing you like post processing, which I'll go to later. Probably not the stream, but it's just something cool to have on the side. So what you can see, game, it's just a game, a view. And when you press play, you're not gonna immediately see nothing really happens. Can't really do anything. Can't use arrow keys or anything. It's weird. So let's. Alright, so main camera sees this. Well, you can see you can move around this camera a bit if you wanted. You can rotate it to see, but it doesn't really do anything. So, let's get, so if you guys see, you can go to Window, go to Package Manager, and first thing you're gonna want to do is say Advanced, and it'll show a bunch, it'll load in and stuff, and you're gonna want to get Pro Builder. Pro Builder is very good, and also here I'm gonna look at one more, but Pro Builder, and I think it's Text Mesh Pro. No, not Text Mesh Pro. It's Window. Yeah. So let's go to this and just say Advanced to Preview Packages. It's gonna load in. Okay. Now we're gonna want to get Pro Builder install, and there's also Pro Grid. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's Pro Grids. Let me see. Audio core assets. Yeah, it's Pro Grids. So that's installing, and now you have to wait a little bit. Yep. What's actually... So, Marpy, it's 3D with extras. Let's do this. Let's make this minimized. And let's... Haha. Wait, no, it didn't. I don't know. Alright. So now that that's installed, it's lagging a little bit. Okay. So Pro Builder is gonna ask this. You don't have to worry about that. And then we're gonna go Pro Grids, install. Okay, let's wait for that to install.
I don't.
Did it not install? Oh, it's loading. Alright. Yep, let's just wait for this. Alright, so now that that's installed, go here and let's go to Window, and it should be right here. Layouts. Okay, Tools and Pro Grids window. We're gonna want our Pro Grids window, and then we're also, which just got added right here, and then Tools again, Pro Builder window. Now let's just slide it into right as its own little thing. We can minimize this hierarchy right here and the Pro Builder right here. I like Pro Builder more because, like, if I get files, so let's make our own cube actually. So is everyone doing good? Alright, so what you're gonna want to do is game object. So you see all these. Create empty, it's just an empty one. I usually use it for a I usually use it to create like a, not in the hierarchy, if you have multiple of the same objects, or like you want them together for some reason, you can have an empty and just have like a little section for it. And then, like, if I'm gonna actually create game object, and let's go 3D object cube. If I got this cube and I just Control D to duplicate, Control D'd it, and I just kept Control D'ing it, then I would have all these boxes, and then my hierarchy is already pretty messed up. But the good part also, we're gonna want that at 1, because then you can move it by grids. And then you can also like see like this grid right here. We can have an x-axis grid. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Yeah, so I have this, but I like the Y better. But these, you guys can see that doesn't really line up with it. Just that's because that it's not really a pro builder shape. So, but first, so we have all those cubes. So we can create empty, and we can just name this cube, just cubes, I guess. And let's move it to the top here, we just select it and drag, and then click cube, and then click shift, hold shift, and click the bottom cube that you have right here. Hold it, and go right on top. And now, we can just pop it right out. That's what the example assets is. Props, they have it in props, and then construction light. This is the construction light. See, it highlights a little. Workbench over here. Paint supplies over here. And then workshop set, it's the drywall panel, ground, OBS panel, or OSB, stud frame, and stud pile in the back here. But, okay, and now we can just, so now that we have those, I also wanted to show you guys that you guys can just like make a cube and then like have a little section for them, you know. So actually, let's delete 1 through 5. Let's press delete. Backspace. I don't think backspace works. If backspace doesn't work, you actually press delete. So what I just did is I deleted cubes. Whatever happens to the, let's say, the parent, well, that's what it's called, the parent of the child is deleted. So, or if I've moved the parent, which is cubes, the cube moves. Just like if I duplicate a cube, now, oh wait, and then let's just move like cube 1, cube 2, cube 3, cube 5, and cube 4. Now if we move cubes, which is all of these, all the cubes will move. Do you guys get it? Good. Hopefully you get it. So to get it out of the parent, you just want to drag it over what is in. So let's delete the parent. And you see this cube, and you're like, well, what about Pro Builder? Well, you can press new shape, which is gonna add a cube. Let's delete that actually. New poly shape is going to add a sphere, some reason. Oh. Huh, usually it doesn't do that. Okay, so what you're going to do is Control Shift K. That's gonna add a cube. Control Shift K. Yeah, there we go. I did it. I did like Control and Control Enter K. I'm pretty sure it does the last shape you built. So if I did Control Enter K, oh, it just automatically makes a cube. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. So let's do Control Shift K, and what we want to do is we're going to just want to do cube build. Okay. So now that the cube's here, we are going to just move the cube. So this is part of the Pro Builder when you get a shape. Why is there a sphere in the middle? I do not know that. Huh. I don't know why a cube is in the middle. Okay, That was weird. That's really weird. That is very weird. I'm gonna do Control Shift K again. And it's making that. Huh. I'm gonna press undo, because for some reason it is doing this. Okay, so let's redo that. Let's shift, delete, move, delete. It is still doing that. It is okay. Let's actually delete this. So don't delete the main camera, directional light. Actually, don't delete directional light either. Post processing volume, just delete these to down, and we're just gonna press delete. Cool. Now we have a fully cleared out space. Camera, game sees that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this camera, and we're gonna make it just like face. It's got this rotation, 0, 0, 0. It's gonna zero everything out, so it has a clear space, and we're gonna move this up a bit. So if you want, you can move this camera around, but I'm just gonna put it like right here, and oops, and just move it back. So now that we have this regular cube, we're gonna do Control Shift K, get this Pro Builder cube. So now they are both 1 unit tall, or 1 meter tall. Either one's good, fine to say. And this one is on the actual grid. This is on the its grid, which is kind of weird. So you can press minus or plus to change the grid size. So you see the bottom, it's changing, and we just want it to line up pretty well with the actual box. Okay, so let's press 1 again. For some reason it's doing that. Okay. So, what I can see here now is this doesn't change when you use these, because it's not a Pro Builder box. But it does change if you're using a Pro Builder. So you see that side got highlighted, this box got highlighted, this, and then this is a edge selector. So if I selected that edge, now I can change what that edge does. If I select, so this one, it is a vertex. That was a vertex. This is an edge one. Edges are different, so you could make beaks with it or something. I don't know what you want to do, but this is how you do it. Press undo there. Just play around with it a little. And then this is the side one. I use this the most, mostly because it's better for making walls and stuff. So let's just build this up a little. Like, we can build that up. And what I'm going to do is let's just make a floor. Let's just make a floor for our stuff to be on. So, and a way to, sorry I didn't mention this earlier, but a way to make this bigger is for the scale tool. Actually, I'll go through every tool. So, move tool, if you click, you just move around. If you right click something while in this form, nothing really happens. You just turn around. Same with all of these actually. But you highlight everything. It's simple, just like stuff like that. What? How do I get Pro Builder and Pro Good Thing again? Okay. Nope, I don't have the newest Unity version. So, Murphy, let's take a break, or not take a break, but like here, let's slow it down for a minute. So what we're gonna want to do, here, I'll bring you through it. We're going to look at window, get package manager, advanced, show preview. Yep, and show preview packages, and just look up Pro Builder. Pro Builder, or just look up Pro. So, and then you're gonna see two of these. You're gonna want to get both of these. Like I see, it's gonna say install. It's gonna take a while a little bit. You can comment down below when you have it. Oh, you have it now. Okay, good. Any other questions you have? Just let me know. I think that's fine. So let's make a floor. Boom. Oh, and by the way, it's Control Shift K to make a shape. Control Enter K to make a cube. And just press this if you want to have grids on like I do. Grids, you don't need grids, but they're fine to have. Having now. Nice emojis, I see. So now let's just pick edge, no, the face selection, and let's just zoom out, and we can just make it like that long and this thick. So now, oh wait, sorry. So now, it doesn't really matter how thick you make it or anything. So actually I'm gonna delete this cube just because I don't really like him that much. But you can see now that Mesh Renderer and Mesh Collider are automatically on this, but there's an actual difference too. Here's another difference. If I put cube here, you get a box collider on this. Personally, I like mesh colliders just because my shapes aren't usually boxes per se. And the Pro Builder automatically puts a mesh collider on it, so it's fine. So let's delete this box. Delete, and if you want to do, you can press F, so it zooms and makes your box like stay on your screen. Let's do Control Shift K again. Actually, I'm gonna do Control Enter K so I can just get a box, 'cause that's what I was wanting to do. And we're just gonna put it right here, and we're gonna say Control D, and let's put this here and like this right here, and I'm gonna press minus so we can have like that. And if you can do, just do shift and then click, have both of these, and then say add component. But this is how you get all this stuff. So we'll go to physics, and the main thing we're looking for is rigid body. Rigid body is we're just looking for that to have it fall. So let's see, this is what our game sees. So let's actually play this, and we'll see how this works. So what you can see, non-kinematic rigid body is no longer supported since Unity 5. So what we're doing, we have to do is shift again and say convex. Actually, is a collider I think it means that it moves and stuff on its own. It's like in the air and stuff. I don't know. But if it ever says non-convex, like it gives that. So you can see right there that it does that. So if I said maximize on play, my computer automatically gets laggy and takes a while. So that's why I can't do maximize on play, but depending on your guys's computer, you can do minimize on or maximize on play if you wanted to. So now we can just like play around with this for a little bit, but what I also want to say that let's just name this stuff. So let's name this floor and name this, let's name this cube 1. Okay, and let's actually go project. And cube, I know it says cube 2, but I don't want to say cube like that, cube 2. So now you see that this collides, and then what we're gonna want to do is let's just distinguish these shapes. So, or like have a distinguishing thing about them. So let's say vertex colors, and let's just put a dark blue on it. Okay. But here, let's do that later. But and then that we're gonna do I'm just gonna do a black color, and then for this, let's just do let's just do a white color. Okay, so now, actually what I'm gonna want to do is just to have a background, just to make it look better, like virtually. So it's another way. So if we want to have another shape, another face to come out by itself, so if we did this, oh wait, nope, sorry. Okay, so let's do unit 1, let's do Control Z there, and let's have one out. That's still one shape, and I can't bring it up like that. That just blocks the entire project we're just working on. So instead of that, let's get this shape and press Control and that. So now, oh wait, what? Sorry, Shift and that. So now it just made an entirely new like section of that. It's not a different shape. No. It's an entirely different like face that we brung out. That's not connected to this, but it's still in the floor. So, and then press Shift again, because if we don't press Shift, it'll do this. We don't really want that, so press Control Z again and press Shift all the way up. So now you can see, let's actually change cube 1's vertex color to white. So now, let's just, did it change? I don't think it changed. Nope, it did not change. But you see automatically that looks pretty, looks better. Vertex color, apply. Huh, why is it not working? Huh, what? Oh, that's why. Okay, so this is why it's not working. Because I have face selection on. It thinks, so what, that's the cool part about this too. If I select a face and say vertex colors and apply that to green, look at that. Now, that side's green, everything else is black. So, what we're going to do, we're going to want to press the object selection, vertex colors, white. Now, let's play it. Okay, see you later, Murphy. I will keep streaming for a little bit, and then, but you see it's white there. It looks actually pretty appealing now. Next thing, to make it even look even better, is that let's go to console, a project, all materials. So what you see here, we don't really have that many materials. You only have like a few color, and that's it. But you see this metal blue that we automatically got. We can just place it here. Boom. Now all of that is blue. Materials are one of my favorite things about Unity. You can see right here that we have it, and it's just pretty appealing to look at when you have it. So let's get that, and the Lambert, get it for both of those. We can also get a light bulb, but it doesn't really look that great. It's really bright. So now let's play it, and as you can see, boom, it's much cleaner than the what you saw lines for meters. I just liked it better, but it didn't really look as appealing. So now we're going to mess around with a bunch of these. So firstly, let's have a completely new not project, a completely, wait. So we can have a new one. Let's just make another. Let's make an actual. Okay, let's do Control Shift K, and let's get. Oh, mic fell. Sorry. And let's get a sphere. So now we see. Actually, no. Let's get a stair. Yeah. Let's get steps like to that. Let's get width longer, height longer, depth longer. Okay. So, and then let's make steps like 11 steps. Let's press build. As you can see, we got some steps. Now, this is pretty much just for playing around at the moment. We're just going to use the rotate tool here, and we're gonna rotate like that. If you're not sure what axis it's on, this is on the y axis. And then I just wanted to do this to show you that if you're unsure with, like, if you see up top right here the rotation, we're just gonna click 90. We're gonna type 90 out, just for, like, just to help out with getting precise, a little bit more precise. And we're just gonna get this background pretty nicely, and that's a really nice part because it like lines up pretty well. Yep, it's actually, let's select these. Actually, no, I'm not gonna select. Actually, what do you guys think? Here, let's actually click this red, and I'm making it even smaller, but let's click the minus because it does change how scaling is too. And if pressing minus and addition doesn't work for you guys, you can just click here, you'll say done, and it'll like, then you can press plus and minus and stuff, and then it'll work. So then let's move it this way again, and I think that's pretty nice, pretty good. It's actually, let's actually press undo. I did not like that. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Now, Lambert, let's get that. Actually, let's get a metal blue. Just to have with the style you see. Now it's like that. Or we can get a liquid, maybe. It's not really liquid, but it's like see-through. We can get some max wood. Undo on that. See, it's like that. There's just different stuff you can do. A bunch of different things you can have it on. A bunch of materials there are. And let's let's rename those. Yeah, there are stairs. So now let's make another one. Control Shift K. Control Enter. Nice. Control Shift K, and let's make a sphere. Or not a sphere. Yeah, I was right. A sphere. So let's press build, and we're gonna make it a little bigger. So now we can move this up here. Let's move it a little bit so it gets on here. And now let's Lambert. Get Lambert on there. And you can see it's not that appealing just because it's not a sphere. It's just trying to make it as easy as possible. So actually, press F, Control Shift K. Ooh, subdivisions, you want those to like, you want actually those to 5. You can build that. And as you can see, it is more of a sphere pretty much now. And let's press build. And we can make this bigger now. Okay. Oh. And Lambert right here. And but if you have this, you cannot use the face tool or anything. Just impossible pretty much. It's so difficult. It would be so difficult to use the face tool on it. And as you can see, it's blue, but it'll change soon. Or not, it won't change, it's just because of, let's press minus again, make it more precise, okay. And we're gonna add a rigid body on here, so okay, rigid body. And so as you can see right here, let's press play. Oh, I forgot to press convex. Oh, yep, is convex. Okay. So that's kind of cool that you can see, but we can actually change that. We can change the mass that it is like. It could be 0.62. It could be here. Let's do actually 0.001. So now when we press play, it went down pretty fast. Sorry, I keep pressing escape. So, but if we did a mass of like, let's keep like 100, let's just say 100. 100 on the dot and press play. It went down the same actually, but it is it pushed those. So it's actually, I want to show you guys, instead of doing that, we can have a cube control if enter K, and let's make a smaller. Oh, sorry, it's like you need to like subtract it by a bunch. Okay, let's put it on 1 unit again, and let's move this down. So now what we want to do is I'm just gonna put like blocks there. Now I'm gonna add the rigid body. So physics, rigid body, mass, just say 1 for now. Control D, Control D, and we're going to make it like 0.25 just so they touch a little. Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D. I know it's okay. Let's actually not delete that. Okay, and then we're gonna press Shift there, Control D that. Oh, let's undo it. Oh, yep. Okay, there we go. And let's make it like that. So now let's press Control D again. Control D, Control D, Control D. Okay. So now you guys are like, why is he doing this? It's gonna lag. It's not gonna lag that much. It's gonna be pretty cool though to see aesthetically. Let's actually make. Actually, let's make. Could I do this? I don't actually never tested this. No, you can't. Well, let's actually create empty and just say, let's just say, ball cubes. Ball cubes. I mean, just make it a generic name, just like, it's the, they're the cubes that are gonna be knocked down by the ball. So, let's shift, scroll up, make it the parent, and let's, never mind. Let's actually, we can make it this. Let's make the liquid the ball. Now let's play it. What did I do? Oh no. I forgot to say convex again. No. No, it's okay. Just press shift. Highlight everyone. So just go cube, shift, hold shift, press that, and then scroll down, press convex. Now let's play it. And you can see, oh, bam. It's kind of cool. But the cooler part is we should make this bigger. Because why not? Why not? Why? What's the point of not making it bigger? What's the harm in that? Just gotta check if it's off it a little. So now I'm gonna actually move the camera to get a better view. So let's move it like to this corner, rotate it a little bit, let's move it up, and I'm gonna change it to global, and then let's rotate it, but I'm gonna change it to local. Local is what it looks like what is the what is like what's rotating on. So local is like when it's rotating, when it's been rotated like that, and then you see that's changed. Press undo, it's changed. So, and then but global, everything is on this one axis. So you can see that they're not angled. It's kind of weird. I don't really mess with it a lot. I mean, I kind of do, but so, and then if you want, press shift when you're clicking on, hold shift and then click to you don't have to keep holding it, just every time you click one of those, hold shift, you want to keep highlighting it. We're gonna make it big enough so it highlights, so the camera can't really see anything else. Let's make it over here, and actually let's do one more thing. Let's get this, shift, and let's press shift again, and we're gonna make one, or wait, sorry about this, just need a, it wasn't on one unit, that's why. Control, or not control, wow, I'm losing my brain cells right now. Shift, there, click that, shift again, there. Now as we can see in the game, can it still, yep, you can still see it. So let's have this, shift, make this tall, boom, now that looks kind of good. But press Control S to save, because I've had a few problems where I haven't saved and it looks terrible. Things can get deleted. I've stepped on my power supply once and it turned everything off. It's crazy. So it's actually if I can effects particle system line, where did I find, there's one thing that I did not like. It's how to get the fog out. And if I just look for it, I'll probably find it. Should I not build settings? Project settings, probably. Graphics. Fog modes. And, automatic. I mean, it is in the fog, custom. Maybe if I just click those? No, probably not. Huh. Sorry guys, I totally forgot where I found it last time. I did find it on my other games, but it's been a while. Is it just me or did the camera get like closer? Yeah, there we go. Huh, that was weird. Alright, okay. Well, that's fine. Let's actually, here, I'll teach you about these guys too. So, lights, what are really, helpful. So, let's just do a spotlight. Spotlights, and let's move it. Let's do that. Spotlight. Okay. Let's go over here. And let's make it so it is actually, let's turn grids off. And let's have a grid, not a grid, a spotlight on this ball. And we can just have a intensity, let's like bring that up, down, and it depends what you guys want, your choice, but we can also bring up, down, and they're pretty cool to have. And then let's make it a little bigger too. It's not getting bigger, wait, let's, oh, let's actually bring it back to 1. Okay, and we can have the range be higher, and then we can also rotate it. So I'm gonna rotate it a little bit, and then let's move it again. Let's rotate it again. Let's actually rotate it a lot more. And I just want to like to have like this kind of view on it. Just have the range a little nicer. So now it's in the game. So let's actually play it. Don't know why I paused it. And boom. So it's paused it for a little bit, but let's actually play that again. Look at that. That's kind of cool. But to have a pretty other, like, let's actually mess that up. I zoomed in there. And let's have I guess we can have a checker. You can also have in the background. Looks kind of cool. This collider, not thing you guys are thinking of, but let's actually have it in. We want a light color, so it's kind of weird. That goes over the thing, but we can have it like immersive that, and then let's. So after we have that light, we can have like multiple lights. So if we go create light group, directional light, there are tons. Let's get another thing actually. Let's go to asset store. And let's go search first person. So when you look at this, you get a bunch of them. So you can also get the ones that my assets. Actually, no. Wait, no, that's not right. Cause it'll just. Oh, actually, yeah. Right. So wireless, round carpet. Maybe it's in another one. Package manager. Yep. Alright. So I have. Maybe it's FPS. F for first. Where did I get it? I totally forgot where I got it. Let's switch OBS. Okay, guys. So let's go on GitHub because that's where we find it. It's called. So a controller slash actually just But that, okay, so guys, so I'm gonna bring you to this, and you're gonna look at this. This is a link you're gonna wanna go and put in. It's actually, I forgot one more thing. Go to controller, and then say / releases. So it's gonna bring you to here. Press 1.04, commit, Unity package, and now it's going to add to this. Alright, so now it's done. When I get it, you want to drag right here. It's gonna load in. It's gonna highlight all this. You want to say import. Okay. First person right here. External content. There's happy link source. And wait. I'm looking at something. Okay. So let's wait. So let's actually delete this because I did something wrong. So what we're going to do, assets, import custom package, and we're just gonna look in custom package and wait, guys. Alright, import and so if we play right now, we still can't do anything, but if you use WASD now, you can move. Nothing else happens, but that's good. It's a good sign that we are. And then if you right click while you're in it, you can also look around. It's nice. No clicking though, just kinda look inside stuff, which is kinda cool. It's really complicated though, which is weird. Okay, so now so now that we have this, we can look around. We now Oh, and shift is to sprint too, which I mean not sprint just because you don't have legs yet, stuff. And by the way guys, this is a first person one, so we're not gonna do any animating for legs and stuff. So, but next I want to go on animating. So, let's look at what our character can see, and let's just have a, say, sorry, so also, we're gonna want to do one more, packet manager. Totally forgot about this one. Totally forgot why we were supposed to do this one. But it's called Cinemachine. If I'm upgrading from the asset store from the Cinemachine, please Cinemachine asset for. So, Cinemachine. Okay, let's get that in. Still installing. Alright, so press the X now, and it just helps run the software better. I saw. I did. So now we're going to look at. Oh, it's lagging. And let's do animation. So let's just make a. Okay. So let's make 3D object. And actually no, let's do Control Shift K. And we're going to be doing a cube, sure. So let's build a cube, and let's have it here, and we have it here, and we're going to do just a little move around. So let's have add component, and we're just gonna type in animation and animator. I want both of those. I'm gonna click animator, nothing's here. Animation, again, let's create, and let's just say cube or let's just say test animation. Test animation. So no, it's, but you pretty much wanna keep it like test animation. Like at the end you should say animation. So animator, test animation, you see it right here. So right when this starts, so if we say play automatically, it'll play right when it wakes up or loads into the game. So we'll start here, and bring it back one, and let's have a project materials, and let's have it like, you know, regular, and animation, and we can just click here, and this is a timeline of what happens, and this is 0 seconds, this is 0 milliseconds, this 0 seconds, 5 milliseconds, 10 milliseconds, 15, and if you zoom out, you'll eventually get 30 milliseconds, 1 minute, 1 minute, 30 milliseconds, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 30 milliseconds, you know. It doesn't go into minutes though, it will just go on to like 60 seconds. See, like if you see 60, 80, 90 seconds, 100, it just does it by seconds. And then let's zoom in again. And let's just have this in like the span of 5 seconds. So it starts at, let's see, let's actually bring this down more. We want it at least to be at the point where the camera can see it. So it's right there. Let's have it actually at a pretty bright, yeah, so it's nice, right there, right up maybe, and we'll just move it like right here. Now that that's there, we can just press the record button and it moves like that. Now we'll press that. Actually, no, let's actually undo that. Sorry. So we'll press the third point, 30 milliseconds. Go there. 1 minute. Let's just move it like every millisecond, or every 30 milliseconds. Just move it 1 unit. Sorry if I'm not doing it exact. It's pretty fine. It's probably fine. I know it's fine. It's not really that bad. And then we'll just have like that. And in the span of 5 seconds. Okay. Now that that's done, we'll see this over here. So let's play it, and first thing you'll see, so let's turn, oh no, so it's pretty smooth actually, but it teleports right there. So what we want to do is we're going to want to make a transition, but we're going to go animation, actually no, we're not going to make a transition. We're going to copy, wait, let's actually, cube, I'm just gonna say moving cube, okay. I think it's the last thing we're gonna do today, by the way, guys. Maybe one more thing with the character, but that's it. But let's move that, and you see that 5 seconds. Now let's go at the 5:30 and press record, and let's just start moving it back. And just keep doing this until we get 10 seconds. Because I'm not doing it exactly, this is a good way to get it pretty like exact. Because we know we took only 5 seconds to get to the last part, we're only gonna take 10 seconds to get back to this part, so we're gonna get pretty exact measurements, and we're only moving by units, and done. Now we see, it's actually project, I'm going to put it in like an orange actually, that looks nice. Let's play it, and let's see for a minute. In Animator, you can actually see that it's going like that, moving back, and moving back again. It's looping, and again and again. It's pretty simple actually. Yeah. And then, if you want, make transition, you can make transition. So, now, when it ends, it goes to exit, and then it goes right back to entry again. It doesn't really do anything, but I guess it's worth noting. that it does that. But if you if you had another thing right here, like if I created an empty state that doesn't have an animation yet, if we created a transition, it would go to this. And if you wanted it to go to this next again, you would have to, instead of making it like a transition like this, which you also could, which would just make a loop like that continuously, you would delete that, and you would make the transition to exit, which would go all the way back. It's pretty much going all the way back to entry, which is kind of cool that you could do. Cool things that you can do actually. So let's stop this, and let's excuse me. Wait. So let's go to project, and we can go to first person character controller, prefabs, and here let's get that, and you can see all the names. Yeah, your icons, and so what we're gonna want to do is the first person character controller Cinemachine. That's why we wanted to get Cinemachine too. Just a little helpful tip. And then let's just drag it. Now it is right here. And we have to make sure it's not below the floor. So it was, so it'll fall down on its own. So let's play that. And as you can see, now it's still like this. Well, it is actually because we still have the main camera. So now, but one more thing. So now, see, you can now, right here, spaces to jump. Yeah, spaces to jump. You can only jump 1 meter. That's the default for this code. Jump 1 meter is the thing. Stairs, it's like a ramp to you. A cube, but it's kind of cool to see everything work out. Shift is sprint, and next time, which I added last time by myself, escape doesn't work by the way anymore, just because of the Cinemachine thing, but because escape is now getting your mouse back, because before you could have your mouse. It was kind of weird, but now your mouse is gone until you press like another one, or you make code for your game to come back. Yes, I am recording. Well, I'm going to probably upload this to YouTube for everyone else that needs this, because I'm joining a game jam soon. So we are probably going to enter for my friends and I. We're going to do a game jam. So I think that'll be it for this time, guys, but next time we're gonna be implementing crouching. We're gonna be doing messages. We can do a bunch of other stuff. There's tons of stuff that we can do, but I think that's it. So I'll see you probably tomorrow, guys. So bye.